The money crunch in state government is well known, yet tonight the CBS 2 investigators expose a shameless example of waste. We found out about the situation from you. A viewer called our investigative tip line, furious about what was happening right outside his own front door. CBS 2's Pam Zeckman reports tonight on state time killers and how these government workers entertain themselves.
Is it a dance club? Perhaps a party? No, it's a road repair crew from the Illinois Department of Transportation celebrating the end of their work for the day. Problem is, it's only lunchtime. Well, actually, Des Plaines, where this man lives.
This is really beyond anybody's wildest imagination.
Tom, who asked us not to use his last name, never imagined government waste could be so blatant.
On a daily basis, we're hearing our governor tell us that there's a shortage of funds. Well, all he needs to do is open his eyes and look.
We watched this IDOT crew of 7 working along Wolf Road. Each day, they laid down just a single 12 by 35-foot patch of asphalt. They finish before lunch, and then it's time to kick back. On this day in June, they spent 2.5 hours sunning in the park, sitting and sleeping in their trucks. And on this day, another 2.5 hours, sleeping in the grass and chatting until they picked up their cones at 1:30 and left. It happened again on July 13th. They finished their patch by 9:30 in the morning, then sat around as usual. After 3 hours, I wanted some answers. We've been watching you. You're sitting here for hours at a time. Just what, waiting for the asphalt to dry?
Yes. It's hot. Until it cools and gets cold, you can't drive across it. You'll make a bigger mess out of this than it was before we started.
He's got to be kidding. It takes 7 workers and 7 trucks to protect a small asphalt patch? It's right next to a patch you did the other day.
A couple days ago.
Why not do this whole strip?
There's not enough time for us to do that.
A short distance away, they did 4 patches in a row on 4 different days. I don't get it.
You got me, Pam. I don't get it either, but I'm doing what I'm told to do, and that's what I do.
It looks like you're doing absolutely nothing, wasting the taxpayers' money.
That's what it looks like. You need to talk to our boss, and he can explain it better than me.
The real question here seems to be, where are the supervisors and what are they doing? They're supposed to make sure crews are working for the taxpayers and not sleeping on the job. The boss for this crew is at IDOT's Arlington Heights yard. But Matthew Mara, a $61,000 a year field technician, wouldn't explain a thing to me. I'd like to ask you some questions about your supervision of state employees. You don't seem to be supervising them very well. Now, IDOT officials are investigating our findings.
What you showed me with our men and women sleeping is not acceptable. Is there a management problem? Clearly, it looks like there is. Are we addressing it? Absolutely.
Absolutely, because the combined salaries of those 7 workers adds up to about $1,300 a day. And if their system of repairing the roads is duplicated statewide, that adds up to an awful lot of wasted money. So what are IDOT officials doing about it? Watch my follow-up report tomorrow night at 6. Marianne and Derek.
I'm sure they found this very interesting viewing.
Interesting and embarrassing, I think.
All right, thanks, Pam.
All right, well, that's a hard act to follow.
Yeah, it sure is.